Good evening, everyone. This is your good guy, PrinceOnyx here, coming to you with another news article here at the PrinceOnyx Network. So, in this news article, we are going to talk about the director Ava DuVernay, who is mostly known for directing the film Selma, which came out earlier this year. Now, why we are talking about Ava DuVernay is because in a recent article, she has been talking about how she is moving beyond the the black film trend and making it become the norm. So, with her newly relaunched film distribution collective, which was the old name was AFFRM. It has been newly relaunched and it is now known as Array. And she says that it will diversify by distributing films by not only blacks but also by Asians and Latinos and female filmmakers and more. So, let's start the article off. It's hard out there for a black filmmaker, but it's also hard out there for an Asian filmmaker, a Latino movie director, and a female director or screenwriter. It's hard, period, if you don't fit the standard mold of white and male in Hollywood. Now, on a side note, well, not really a side note, but pause. I agree, it is really tough and difficult when you are trying to be different and you don't fit the mold. Like, it's just like with America in general. If you don't fit the mold of, blonde haired, blue eyed, and white, or brown haired, or whatever the case is, people just people just think, they're not rocking with you. So it's really hard out here. It's like, it's no matter how many times I have to keep saying it, which I will, we have to support. We have, like, my thing is, I know it's impossible, if you will, even though I really don't like to use that word too much, but I know it's kind of like impossible to support every black or Latino or Asian production that is out there. I know it's impossible to, but for the ones that you like, I really do suggest supporting them, because I really do suggest support. I really do suggest supporting the ones that you do like, and also for you young filmmakers out there, screenwriters and producers, to just direct, write, cast, produce, executive produce. Hell, if you have to, give yourself a little character role, or if you're bold enough, take on one of the lead characters or whatever. Do these projects and get the support from your community. It's like we have to rebuild Black Hollywood. Like, just black economics. We have to support our own. Like, I don't know how many times I have to keep saying it, but I will anyway. So let's get back to the article. The article, which will be in the description box, but I'm just reading little excerpts, little pieces from it here and there. So, this week, the Black Film Distribution Collective she started in 2010, which was AFFRM, which stood for African American Festival Releasing Movement, relaunched as Array, a new distribution platform for filmmakers of diverse backgrounds, including blacks, Latinos, women, and more. Oh shit. Damn, I know hell to the nah, they ain't. Oh, bitch, they is drag racing out here. Damn, and I ain't. This is. Bitch, damn. Ooh, shit. Damn, they is getting it out there. Cause I ain't heard them doing this in like, what, 2 months almost? Damn, something told me they was gonna start this up again. Baby. Ooh, shit. Okay. Drag race on. Just don't get caught. Anyway, back to the article. We expanded to release the work of not just black filmmakers, but of brown filmmakers, Native American filmmakers, Middle Eastern filmmakers, women filmmakers, anyone outside of the dominant gaze, DuVernay told The Root. We're using our tools and our tactics to bring in more varied voices in cinema. Bitch, the article had froze on me a little bit. And these are necessary tools and tactics, considering the state of films by women and people of color in Hollywood. Despite the success of Straight Outta Compton, there's a side note, I finally saw that movie last Friday on the 4th with my mom. I finally saw the movie. Yay me. Anyway, Despite the success of Straight Outta Compton, there is a tendency for the major studios and even the independent circuit to see black films as a niche or something trendy. Do studios actually want to make more black films, or just clones of Compton in hopes of duplicating that success? And even though there seems to be more black films coming out, with the release this weekend of the Michael Ealy and Sanaa Lathan vehicle, The Perfect Guy, DuVernay says that any black film boom is more illusion than fact. On a side note, if you haven't already, go out and support The Perfect Guy. It is in theaters now. It's been in theaters since Friday the 11th. Go out and see it. Remember, support, support, support. And because I was about to say some shit, but it was really gonna be irrelevant. What I was gonna say was that, I know people gonna be, again, it's impossible to support everything, but I mean, support these movies, because I'd hate to be the motherfucker that sees all your, well, not the motherfucker, but I hate to see all these other motherfuckers out here complaining when some shit goes left, and they be like, oh, well, what happened? Really? But anyway, back to the article. You're not seeing a lot of black films out. There's not a lot of black films out in the grand scheme of things, DuVernay said. You just have a handful of films. That's always been the case. When you have less than a dozen black films, we call that a lot. And that's in an industry that's putting out, god damn it. Wow. Looks like somebody either got caught or got in an accident. I hope everybody's okay. I'ma just let them pass by, cause shit. I'm waiting for that echo to leave too, cause I know y'all can hear it in the video. I can hear that echo. Anyway, back to the article. You're not seeing a lot of black films out. There's not a lot of black films out in the grand scheme of things, DuVernay said. You just have a handful of films. That's always been the case. When you have less than a dozen black films, we call that a lot. And that's in an industry that's putting out hundreds of films a year. So the whole thing's quite skewed. And it really comes down to there being a trend of black films, brown films, films with people of color, films by women. As long as we embrace it as a trend, as a hot topic, it will never become the norm. Now, DuVernay said that Array, which is the new film distribution company, she says that they are creating a space where diverse films are the norm, not trends or exceptions. Every single day, every single year, every single season, whether there's a black film that's #1 at the box office or a black series that's #1 on TV or not, these voices are important. And it's not just because there's a hit right now, DuVernay said. It's because we've been doing this work. We're going to be there when it's hot, but there when this is not. We have to create a normalcy for who we are, as opposed to try fitting into a space where we are not, quote unquote, the norm. It's about finding the place where we are the norm. We are the standard bearers, and that's what we are trying to do with Array. Previously, AFFRM released 2 films a year by black filmmakers. DuVernay hopes to see that number increases under Array, with a possible 4 films to be released by the group next year. Right now, Array is releasing 2 films. Sarah Bleacher's Ananda and the Mechanic, a really, really sweet film, said DuVernay, and Takashi, you know what? I'm not about to disrespect this person's name, so I'm just going to say the first one, and I think I said it right. Takashi's Gorgeous and Darker, Out of My Hand. These stories are important. The studios aren't putting out these stories, said DuVernay. They're beautiful, gorgeous, and we believe that there are audiences for them, and that's what we're trying to do. Connect artists with audiences. DuVernay said that as a rate, the collective will remain committed to black filmmakers, but that she wanted to enlarge the effort to encompass other struggles to break through the Hollywood machine. The rest of the article, the article will be put up for you guys to read, but I really did enjoy reading this because I really did enjoy reading this because just seeing somebody who is pretty much trying to catapult and take charge and take the lead of this is really good because I believe it was at the premiere party on the red carpet or the orange carpet, whatever carpet they had for Orange is the New Black, and they were talking to the different women of color who are on the cast. And one of the African American actresses, I don't know if it's the woman who plays Tasty or Pusey, but one of them was saying how, like, with black televisions and black TV shows and stuff like that, now that we're seeing more of them being put out, that instead of it being a trend, because I think she was saying that she felt like it was more of a trend, and it's like, we should really try to keep up the momentum of supporting these different shows and just, I mean, because it's like, my thing is, and here's the thing, I really see, and here's the thing, um, when it comes to like black shows and movies, I always remember what Mike Epps says whenever he's at the Breakfast Club. Like, he says it jokingly, but he's also serious at the same time about how there are periods where, if black films or films with people of color are not doing so well, the door in Hollywood is then closed on all of us. And it's like he was saying how, like, for example, let's say you have a black movie that doesn't do so well in the box office, and then, after that weekend, you go into one of these executives' offices or whatever, and they'll be like, "Oh, well, your cousins didn't do so well, and this past weekend," and you just be like, "Wait, my cousins? What? I wasn't even in the movie." It's like he was saying it jokingly, but at the same time, you can tell that he was serious. Like, you can have one film that like throws everything off, and then you go into these offices talking about new shows or projects or films, and then they're just like, ugh, like I don't know if we want to take a gamble on you people, that type of sort of thing. So, I really like that it's Ava DuVernay. I hope I've been saying this woman's name right. Anyway, y'all can correct me in the comments. But yeah, I really did like this article because I feel like she was spitting that truth. And it's like, I'm so happy to see that she's doing this. And you know what? I'm going to put this into existence. And I'm going to speak it into existence. And you know what? Once we get our other projects, done and, stuff like that, I would not mind trying to get a distribution deal with her company because I would feel better going to them than I would Tyler Perry, because I don't know. I feel like my thing is with Tyler Perry, I feel like he dominates comedy and drama. So with me and my genre, because I'm more of the horror, sci-fi, anime, action type, mystery, suspense, thriller type of guy, I don't know if I would fit into his company in the mold that they're doing. But then again, you never know. You never know. So, but yeah, I really would, like to work with Ava DuVernay. So, speaking it into existence, and I know it's going to happen one day. Rubs hands like Birdman. I know what the fuck I'm going to be doing. But anyway, that has been all, you guys. I will see you guys hopefully sometime this week. And this has been another Prince Onyx production, P Nerdy Films. And I will see you guys later. Deuces. Bye. Peace.